I want to make a Rolltop backpack, a really big one, so I need a face for this one, a back, a very long gusset. The gusset will be in 3 parts. One of them here, the other 2 here and here. I will make a complex pocket. First a big pocket, and on this big pocket a smaller one. They will be covered by this. I will make a closure like this with a stud. The pockets will have a gusset that is already cut. I will stitch it. I grooved this because I want it to bend easy. And now I will start to stitch the first pocket. Then I will stitch the first pocket on the second pocket. Then I will stitch the gusset for the second pocket, and so on. We will make this first pocket. So first thing, place the stud, then glue this piece here. You can use the pattern, so let's place it correct like this. I don't need the pattern to make these holes. It's easier to do this when we will stitch. So reinforce the last step. We have to stitch the gusset. It's easier to stitch if we bend it a little. We can bend it easy and exactly as we want because we used a groover to make this shunt. My magnetic point stitch helps me every time. Now I want to stitch the pocket on this piece. So first I will bend the gusset. Again, I use the groover to make this, and now I will bend it using this plier. It will be easier to stitch and it will stay better. After stitching this, I will stitch this gusset in exactly the same way as I stitched this one. I will go and stitch it comfortably in a room where I have air conditioner. It is too hot. I stitched the second pocket, I bent the gusset, I made all the holes in the cover. It will be like this. Now I'm going to stitch everything. I will stitch this here and this here. I stitched the two pockets on the face of the backpack. I didn't mark the sign for the hole because I will mark it now. Like this. And now I will close the pocket like this. And now I will join the parts for the gusset like this. I will make the holes. You have the holes on the pattern. Stitch. But if you have long enough leather, this means 1.5 meters, you can do it in a single piece, but I couldn't. My piece of leather had only 130. Like this and this. And after that I will stitch this gusset on this face of the bag. I stitched this one and this one. And now I will stitch the gusset to the face of the bag. I won't make a very long stitch. I will stitch half of it and then first this half, then this half. So I will start to see. I marked the middle of the gusset. Take care to have the same length on both needles. And then try not to punch the other thread. Okay, like this. And now everything will be simple. It is our usual stitching, like this. I use that groover here and it will bend exactly as I want. So it will be an easy stitching. It will consume time, but only time. Okay, another step and we will see each other when the gusset will be stitched on the face of the bag. Then I will stitch the buckles. This part. Okay, see you later. Now let's work on the back of the backpack. It will have this piece here. It will bend here and it will have D-rings here and here. It will have a sort of handle here. I think it looks very good. It will have D-rings, of course, here. There is the other one, and here. I guess here and here. And it will have straps. You have signs on the pattern. The straps will be here and here. You can use, of course, the signs on the pattern, and you already know that I will use glue. It's easier with glue. So let's proceed. I'm always in a hurry and I want to do everything in the same time. I forgot to stitch this. I will stitch it and I will continue to show you what I will place it on the back. I finish this stitching. Now I will place this. The glue still functions, so I will center it like this. I have the straps. I will place them according to the signs on the pattern. You will have the marks for the holes, like this. I will glue these parts too, this and this. I will skive this part a little more, because I want to stay good when I will glue it. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, now I will place it here. I will show you a trick. When you want to make a parallel line, you can use a ruler. I place two weights here and here, and now I will come with this. Okay, it is parallel with that edge. You have the signs on the pattern, of course. Okay, and now we will make the holes. Of course, use the signs on the pattern. I will hammer it, and as usual I will attach the punch on my finger with a piece of pantyhose. You always ask me, and I will say it from the beginning this time. Keep the round punch perfectly perpendicular and hit a few times. I use this excellent Vuta punch. I can also use the Vietnamese punch. It is really good, but this has a slightly smaller diameter than this one. This one is 1.5 millimeters and this one is 1.2 millimeters, I guess. And I stitch with 1 millimeter thread, so I need 1.5 round punch. I make holes in everything in the same time. I can show you on the back. I hope you see. If you don't see, I will use this tool to show you. Now I will make all the holes and I will make the stitching and see you later. I made all the holes on the back of the backpack. I forgot to place the buckles in the beginning. I placed them now, they are glued. And I will stitch everything now. I will stitch this, those D-rings, this thing that reinforces the backpack, the D-rings, everything. I will stitch everything, and I will come back again to show you how to place the straps on the backpack. Oh, and to stitch the back on the gusset, of course. So let's stitch. Everything is stitched except the final strap. Now we have to join the parts. I will start here and I will finish here, then I will start here and finish on the other side. So let's stitch. I have the signs for the middle. I also have the sign for the middle here. So this will be the first step. Keep the thread in place. And now it will be easier. It's business as usual. Second step. I can help myself using this blunt awl. Okay. See, it keeps everything in place. I will also help myself elevating this. Now it stays better and I can insert my hand easier. Usually I make this stitching at the laptop watching Cartoon Network. In fact, I watch anime and Chinese donghua. Okay, and you know this, and so on. Another step and I'll go to stitch in another. I improvised the device to keep the backpack open in order to stitch it. It's easier like this. I will make 2 steps using this trick with this thread. It's good to find a good improvisation. When you make big objects, stitching is a pain, and so on. I make the second line and I will show you how I keep the parts for stitching. When you stitch a big object, it is always difficult. It is unpleasant. You have to be careful at how you keep the object, and also you have to keep your eyes on the stitching, and so on. You understood the idea. But what a glorious object. Let's finish the stitching. Okay. I will help myself with this weight and with this magnet, of course. You see, it stays in place.
A few moments later.
Stitching ready. let's close this backpack to see how it works. It is a little stiff. If you have a leather that is soft, it will stay better, but it will correct this in time. Okay. It goes like this. It looks really, really, really good. It has a sort of handle, this one. And I will make the straps and this backpack will be ready. Now the straps. As usual, I use glue to match the holes of this. This and this one too. In the same way I will match the holes. Oh, I forgot to spread glue on this. I spread it now. Okay. Everything is glued. I only have to stitch it. I glued everything. Everything is in place. I will stitch it, and after that I will present you the backpack. I don't think I will make any changes with it. It looks really good.